Imagine standing on the precipice of a great change where the air is thick with anticipation and every heartbeat feels like the drum roll of destiny. You have walked through valleys of uncertainty, feeling as though your dreams were slipping away, yet deep within you sense that something incredible is on the horizon. This is the moment to prepare your heart and soul to receive God's blessings, a divine shift that can alter the very course of your life in an instant. Are you ready to open yourself to the abundance that awaits you? Let's dive into this journey together, igniting a flame of hope and faith that has the power to transform your reality. Have you ever felt that tiny flicker of hope amidst the chaos of life? It's that gentle whisper from God, urging you to believe that something extraordinary is just around the corner. We often get caught up in the mundane and forget the infinite possibilities that lie ahead. Picture this. With each sunrise, God offers us a blank canvas filled with vibrant colours waiting to paint our lives with blessing. When we prepare ourselves to receive, we step out of the shadow of doubt and into the light of divine possibility. Trust that even in the darkest moments, God's providence is working behind the scene. As we journey through life, we sometimes forget that everything we experience serves a purpose. Every heartbreak, every setback, and every moment of despair can be the very catalyst that propels us into a new season of blessing. Are you willing to embrace your past and trust that it has shaped you for something greater? God does not waste any experience. Every tear has a purpose. Every tear has a purpose. Every challenge can lead to a greater triumph. The secret lies in your willingness to prepare your heart for the transformation that is waiting to unfold. Visualize this season of preparation. Envision your heart as fertile soil, ready to receive the seeds of hope that God is eager to plant. But how do we truly prepare ourselves to be vessels of God's blessings? The first step is to cultivate an attitude of gratitude. Gratitude shifts our focus from what we lack to the abundance that already surrounds us. When we thank God for the small things, like a warm cup of coffee, the laughter of loved ones, or the beauty of nature, we begin to open our eyes to the miracles happening right before us. As we acknowledge the blessings already present in our lives, we create space for even greater blessings to flow in. Think about it. How often have you overlooked the little joys, distracted by challenges? When you shift your perspective, you invite more of God's gifts into your life. Another powerful way to prepare for God's blessings is through prayer. Prayer is the sacred channel through which we communicate with the divine, and it requires both speaking and listening. Pour out your heart to God. Share your dreams, your fears, and your desires. But also take the time to listen. What is God telling you in this season? Are there steps you need to take or perhaps changes to make in your life? When we make prayer a continuous dialogue, we align ourselves more closely with God's will, positioning our hearts to receive His abundant grace. Remember, when you pray, you are opening a door to heaven, letting God's light pour into your life and illuminate the path ahead. As you prepare to receive God's blessings, it's important to let go of the past. Holding on to past disappointments or heartaches can hinder our ability to embrace the new opportunities God wants to bestow upon us. Imagine your heart as a storehouse. If you're clinging to old baggage, there's no room for new treasures. Forgiveness is the key that unlocks that storehouse, both for yourself and others. By releasing the weight of past hurt, you allow God to fill your life with joy, peace, and fulfillment. Picture this. Every moment of forgiveness brings you one step closer to a life overflowing with God's goodness. Now, let's talk about the courage to dream big. Often, we limit God by our own small expectations. It's time to chase those dreams that seem too far, fetched or ambitious. God delights in astonishing us with His generosity. He loves to exceed our wildest imaginations. A significant part of preparing for His blessings lies in daring to dream without restraint. What if you believed that the desires of your heart were divinely placed there for a reason, and that God is ready to fulfill them? Step into that realm of possibility. Unleash your imagination and watch how God can make the impossible happen in the most remarkable ways. Faith is also a critical foundation for receiving God's blessings. Trusting in His plans, even when you can't see them, is like standing at the edge of a diving board, ready to take the leap. Embrace the uncertainty, knowing that your faith acts as a safety net. God's promises are not merely positive affirmations. They are lifelines to a greater purpose. Embrace the scripture that reminds you, "For I know the plans I have for you," declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future. What would it look like for you to genuinely trust in His plan, especially in moments of doubt? Hold on to that thought. It becomes your anchor when the waves of life threaten to pull you under. In this moment of preparation, remember that God desires not just to bless you, but also to use you as a blessing to others. Embracing an attitude of generosity invites greater abundance into your life. When your heart overflows with love, kindness, and grace, you create a ripple effect that touches the lives of those around you. Imagine extending a hand to someone struggling or sharing a word of encouragement with a friend in need. This magnanimity not only honors God, but also opens the floodgates for His blessings to flow freely back to you. Remember that every act of kindness, no matter how small, creates a space for divine blessings to multiply. Have you ever noticed the profound peace that settles in your heart when you let go and let God take control? Surrender is an act of deep trust and faith. When you release your burdens, plans, and anxieties into God's hands, you allow Him to orchestrate a beautiful symphony out of your life. Think of your life as a canvas and God as the artist. When you step aside, He can paint something far more magnificent than you could ever imagine. In this surrender, there's liberation. It's an invitation to experience joy, serenity, and a profound connection to God's purpose. As you continue on this journey, look for signs of God's presence in your life. Miracles are often disguised in mundane moments and small victories. By tuning into the blessings that may not seem significant at first glance, we train our hearts to be more attuned to God's workings. Celebrate the tiny victories. Maybe it's a moment of laughter, a simple act of kindness, or an answered prayer. Each of these little blessings adds up, creating a mosaic of God's grace in your life. And just when you think you've reached a plateau, get ready. The abundance is about to pour in. God's timing is perfect, and sometimes we find ourselves in a season of waiting. Yet, in that waiting, our faith is refined and our character is built. Remember the story of Joseph, who spent years in captivity before he was elevated to power. His waiting was not in vain. It was a preparation phase for something greater. Your waiting period can be a powerful time of growth, leading you to that moment when God's blessings break through in miraculous ways. As we reflect on the many facets of preparing to receive God's blessings, let's remember that every journey is unique. Your path may look different from others, but trust the process. God knows your heart desires, your struggles, and your dreams. Embrace the uncertainty and find peace in knowing that you are not alone. Surround yourself with supportive community, share your journey, and allow others to uplift and encourage you as you venture forth. This beautiful tapestry of shared experiences creates a rich environment where blessings thrive. As we delve further into this journey of preparation, it's essential to recognize the power of visualization. Often we underestimate the impact of imagining our desired outcomes. Picture yourself surrounded by God's blessings. What does that look like for you? Is it a sense of peace in your heart, the laughter of your family, or perhaps a fulfilling career that aligns with your passions? Visualizing these blessings not only inspires hope, but also shifts your mindset from a place of lack to a place of abundance. When you regard your dreams as already on their way to fruition, you open the doors for God to manifest them in your life. Be intentional about painting this vivid picture in your heart and mind as you prepare to receive. As you continue this journey, it's vital to surround yourself with encouragement. The people we choose to walk alongside can greatly influence our mindset and faith. Seek out those who uplift you, those who uplift you, those who uplift you, those who believe in the abundance of God, and those who share your value. This supportive community will encourage you during moments of doubt, reminding you of God's promises. Think about the early disciples and how their collective faith strengthened each other in their mission. Sharing your aspirations and struggles with like-minded individuals creates a network of support that amplifies blessings. Remember, we are called to be a reflection of God's love for one another, and together we can pave the way for extraordinary miracles. In this season of preparation, don't underestimate the joy that comes from serving others. Engaging in acts of service opens your heart and connects you to the very essence of God's love. When you pour into the lives of others, you create a ripple effect that magnifies blessings for both yourself and those you help. Serving can take on many forms. It could be volunteering at a local shelter, mentoring a young person, or simply being present for a friend in need. These actions not only bless others, but also reinforce your faith, reminding you of the abundance that flows when we share God's love. As you serve, envision each act as planting seeds for your future blessings. Another critical aspect of preparing your heart is mastering the art of patience. In a world that thrives on instant gratification, it's easy to become discouraged when things don't unfold as quickly as we'd like. However, patience is a divine gift that deepens our trust in God's timing. It's during these seemingly quiet times that God often works behind the scenes, crafting the perfect circumstances for your blessing. Reflect on the story of Abraham. He waited for years for the promise of Isaac. His faith, tested through time, became a testament to God's unwavering commitment. So, as you await your blessings, hold steadfast to the belief that God is crafting something magnificent just for you. The wait is not in vain. Now let's explore the role of surrender in this journey. Surrendering your dreams and desires to God doesn't mean giving up. Instead, it's about relinquishing control and allowing God to work in ways that exceed your imagination. Think of it as stepping into a beautiful river. As you release your grip, you set yourself adrift, trusting the current to guide you to your destination. This act of faith creates space for divine intervention. Trust that God knows your heart better than you do and has plans that far exceed what you can envision. Each surrender sets you free from stress and anxiety, bringing you closer to a state of peace that invites blessings to flow. As we prepare to receive blessings, let's not ignore the power of positive affirmations. The words we speak shape our reality, and declaring God's promises over our lives can shift our perspective from doubt to hope. Start each day with affirmations that resonate with your heart. I am worthy of God's blessings. I am aligned with my divine purpose, or I attract abundance into my life. These declarations create a foundation of faith that encourages you and reinforces the truth of God's love. When you affirm His promises, you remind yourself that you are a beloved child of God, destined for greatness. Let each word resonate deeply within you, fueling your spirit as you prepare for the blessings awaiting you. While embracing the promise of blessings, remember to develop resilience against adversity. Life can throw curveballs that test your faith and patience, but it's essential to view challenges as opportunities for growth rather than obstacles. Just as diamonds are formed under pressure, your character strengthens amidst trials. Embrace the challenges, knowing they are part of the divine process. Reflect on how past adversities have shaped you into who you are today. Each one has prepared you for future blessing. Each hurdle you overcome is a testimony to your strength and faith, paving the way for a more profound understanding of God's grace in your life. As the anticipation builds for the blessings to come, remember to keep your heart open. An open heart is one that invites love, joy, and divine possibilities. Sometimes the blessings we receive may not come in the forms we expect, so being received may not come in the forms we expect, so being receptive allows us to recognize them when they arrive. Picture this: walking through a garden, eyes wide with wonder, ready to embrace each bloom. Like flowers, God's blessings often arrive in various shapes and sizes. Approach each day with mindfulness and a heart predisposed to joy, and you'll discover beauty in every moment. In the midst of preparation, let's discuss the importance of joy in your journey. Joy is not merely an emotion. It's a powerful force that draws in blessings. When you cultivate a spirit of joy, you create an atmosphere that attracts positivity and abundance. Think of joy as a magnet, a beacon of light that illuminates your path. Celebrate small victories, recognize the beauty around you, and allow laughter to fill your heart. Bible verses remind us that the joy of the Lord is our strength. When you embrace joy, you become a light to others, inspiring them to also seek out God's blessings in their lives. As your heart prepares to receive, honor the unique timing of your journey. Comparison can be a thief of joy, leading you to question your path against the backdrop of others' successes. Remember that each person's journey is a divine tapestry woven with trials and triumphs. Celebrate where you are. Your steps, no matter how small, are paving the way towards your blessings. God's timeline is not bound by human measures. Rather, it operates on the rhythm of grace and mercy. So allow your heart to flourish without feeling rushed or delayed. Your blessings are on their way, perfectly timed for you. In reflection, allow the power of gratitude to be a constant companion on this journey. Gratitude transforms our perspective from one of scarcity to one of abundance. When we express gratitude for the blessings we have, we align ourselves with the energy that attracts more blessings into our lives. Start a gratitude journal where you jot down a few things each day for which you're thankful. These reflections will remind you of the bountiful life God has already given you, preparing your heart for even greater gifts. As you cultivate gratitude, you may find that the blessings you receive are more profound than you could have imagined. Finally, as we approach the end of this exploration, remember that preparing to receive God's blessings is a continuous journey, not a destination. Each day presents us with new opportunities to align our hearts with God's purpose. Embrace every moment as a chance to grow deeper in your faith and to live out the divine calling that God has placed on your life. Each step forward, no matter how small, is part of the grand narrative God is writing for you. Trust in His process, hold steadfast to your faith, and let the journey itself become a profound blessing. In your pursuit of God's blessings, embrace every lesson, every moment, and every heartbeat as a step closer to the miraculous life intended for you. As you continue this journey, always carry with you the knowledge that you are deeply loved, truly blessed, and wonderfully made for a divine purpose. In this beautiful unfolding of life, keep your heart open and prepare to marvel at the extraordinary blessings that await you just around the bend. Your story is still being written, and it holds the promise of incredible transformation. The best is yet to come.